This video is one of a series in which I review and critique the GitLab Basics documentation. The subject of this particular video is fork a project. So from here, the GitLab Basics top level page, I'll click the link fork a project. First thing I'll notice is that the title of this document is How to Fork a Project. Similarly, with some of the other GitLab Basics content that I've reviewed and critique, I'd suggest that we could simply remove the how to from the prefix of this title so that it reads fork a project. Okay, introduction says a fork is a copy of an original repository that you put in another namespace where you can experiment and apply changes that you can later decide whether or not to share without affecting the original project. Okay, that's certainly accurate. I think it could be put a little more simply, or it's quite a complex sentence. I wonder perhaps if we could split it into two. Okay, it takes just a few steps to fork a project. Right, I'm not sure that it's necessary to say that, but I guess the intent was to indicate that it's quite a simple process, or rather a non-complex process. Step 1, go to a project's dashboard under the Project tab and click on the Fork button. Okay, so imagine we're talking about this button here. Step 2, you will be asked where to fork the repository. Click on the user or group to where you'd like to add the forked project. So we see this dialog come up. Step 3, after a few moments, depending on the repository's size, the forking will complete. Okay. Given we've included screenshots for steps 1 and 2, I think it might be worthwhile perhaps including a screenshot for step 3, or in fact, I'm not sure that the screenshots are technically necessary because they're not, instructions themselves are not complex, and I don't think it would be hard to recognize the elements that are being referred to in the instructions. So I'd probably be inclined to remove the screenshots altogether, but perhaps in step 3 we could have some indication or some way the reader can confirm or verify that a repository has been successfully forked. Right. That concludes this video.